Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today our topic is about our exes because I see that you're all energy, your self-confidence, your all the money and good things, good feelings are left in your ex. So you always think about him and he drains your energy without you even acknowledging about it. Like you always think about him, you always read tarot, or you always do some rituals to get him back, but it doesn't help because he was not there for you and he's not the right one for you. Because if he was the right one, you won't be here with me. If you are listening to me, be very careful because today I will tell you exact steps how to get over your ex and just forget about this dude and find the perfect, wealthy, good, intelligent man who will choose you, who will love you always and always. But before everything, I want you to subscribe to my channel because my channel is new and every week we will have one very important video for your self-confidence and luxury femininity. So let's start. First of all, we should acknowledge why you broke up. You need to take a paper and write down all the things, negative things that you saw in him that was not aligned with your future self. Because when you write down all the negative sides of this relationship, his character, what was there that you saw that was not aligned with your future self, you will just open your eyes and you will see the situation very clearly without any illusions or delusions. Because we girls we like to fantasize about a man, fantasize about a version of him that was never there for us and that was never real, and we always fall in love with the version of him that is in our fantasies, that is our own creation. And if we write all the things looking at the mirror that clearly, we will see that this man was not the man we thought in our mind. This man is not the man that was in our fantasies, and all the energy you put in that man was yours. All the love you put in that man was yours. And when you left that relationship, or when he left you, he didn't take your love, he didn't take your fantasies, he didn't take your energy. It is all in you. You just need to acknowledge that if anyone just leaves you or rejects you or abandons you, you are there for you and your love is inside you. It's yours, and you can love whenever you want and whoever you want after that, and better than that. Because when you see him without that fantasies, without your delusions, you see that all these good things there was just your energy, your own energy, your own good intentions. And whether he left you or whether you left him, it doesn't matter. This kind of things happens because your higher self knows that this man is not aligned with your future version that you want to create for yourself. And if you are true to yourself, if you can acknowledge it out loud, you can clearly see that this man is not aligned with what you want to be in the future. So first thing first, you should write all the negative things that you didn't want to acknowledge, but was there, you saw that. Second thing is that we split up with our partners because there is no compatibility there. But when we exactly know how to check for compatibility with our partner, we can exactly check that in which lines we were not like aligned. And we can clearly see what was there, what was not there, what was working, what was not. So there are 4 types of alignment in each relationship, and there should be 100% like compliance looking at these 4 sides. It's emotional compatibility, it is physical, it is financial, and it is intellectual. So I from myself saw that whenever my partner choice has a lower intellectual level or lower emotional intelligence than me, whenever we are not compatible in these terms, like something happens there and we split up. And when I see clearly with open eyes that yes, with this man I was not aligned from financial side or from emotional side or from intellectual side or from physical like side, I can clearly see that in long term it won't work just because we are not compatible with each other. So when you write down all the things that you were not compatible with from looking at from these 4 sides, you will clearly see that why it didn't work. Just why it didn't work. Because when we clearly see why, we can get over it fast, because we like if we are like healthy normal person, we don't want our future self to suffer. And see it like that now your future self looks at you, and now your future self wants you to make her near you, like make her achievable. Think of like that, your best self in the future is alone there and she's waiting for you. And if you open your eyes, if you get out of your fantasies, and if you like see everything clearly, she will be near, like she will be achievable. She will not be there alone. She will not be there as fantasy. Because when we think of relationships, when we see especially our karmic partners, the ones with whom we have very high level of libido, high level of like fire inside, we know that our brain, our feelings work for short term, and we turn off our abilities to think about long term like things. So we get very delusional, we start to fantasize a lot, and what happens is that we fall in love with a fantasy version of this man. But third point here is that think of the fantasy version of this man that you fell in love with. This fantasy version of this man is actually you yourself. You want to be like that, but you don't allow yourself to be like that. Maybe you fantasized about him to get financially stable. Maybe you fantasize him to be emotionally available. Maybe you fantasize him to buy a house. But all the things that you wanted to see in this man, like this is you, your future self. You crave your future self that achieved all the fantasies you made up about this man. So be clear, just see yourself very clearly, and just be clear and be truthful to yourself, and think about it like that. What is the thing that you are afraid to confess to yourself about our third point? Because it's very crucial. When I understood this, my whole life changed, because I was always fantasizing about men. I was just always fantasizing about versions of them, but I never acknowledged that like these versions, these points that I'm writing that I want to see in my soulmate, that all the things are me. And I'm not, if you are here to demand from man something, your true soulmate, your true aligned partner will just run away from you. You will not magnetize him, because whenever we are like needing something or demanding something, this energy is very, very bad. And this is like this takes away all the opportunities from us. This takes away our soulmate, aligned soulmate from us. So we need to, I'm not here to say that you need to give yourself what your man should give you. No, you need to be the best version of you, so that you see clearly the man, not the fantasy, because all the fantasies you make are about yourself, not about this man. Okay? The first point here is that whenever we are not able to forget a man, there are always the unconscious side in this, because whenever something or someone is making us sad, there are repeated cycles. There is a repeated cycle we saw in our like past family, in our mother or father. So we see these feelings that was there in our first family in our partner choices. So what we actually fall in love with is the feelings, the negative feelings that we felt in our first family. So if you don't acknowledge this, you will be stuck in this man, because you will want to feel these negative things again and again and again. Your unconscious mind does this. But think of your ex-partner who you cannot get over. Think of him and think of the negative feelings you feel, rejection or abandonment or something else, ignorance, what you feel there. And after that, ask yourself, which of my parents made me feel like that? Okay, your father or your mother? So you will see that this exact ex-partner is there to show you your negative feelings, your unhealed bonds with your previous home, first family, with your mother or with your father. Most of the times it is rejection trauma. So whenever we get rejected by a person, by some man, we get hooked, because in our first family the most probable thing we felt was rejection, because everyone in this world felt rejection once in a lifetime in their family. So it's very, very common that the girls, we cannot get over the unavailable men, because they mostly make us feel rejected, and it resembles us, our first family, our mother or father. So you are not alone. I want to say this. I hope these 4 points will help you get over him. But after all, I want to say that all of us felt this. Like, you can write below in the comments that we are not alone, especially with the rejection, especially with the unavailable man. I think most of the girls had some kind of like unavailable or like bad boy in her lifetime. Whenever we get into that situations, we think that we are alone, we don't have a good fate or something else, but not. It is just, it happens, it is just life. But we need to be adults, we need to be emotionally intelligent, we need to feel what we must feel, and after that get over it. And some most important thing I want to tell you is that, like, put one pillow and dedicate this pillow to this man, write his name on this pillow and think of this pillow as this man. And then after all the practices you did, please tell all the words you want to this pillow Okay, release your anger to this pillow, and then start to release your emotions, cry or shout, or I don't know, like release your aggression towards this pillow. And then like take away this pillow. You can just cut it or do something else, whatever you want. After that, you will feel release. Take shower and just give yourself time, like set time to yourself, 20 days or 30 days, and tell yourself that you are safe in these days to mourn, to cry, to shout, to feel all the things you must feel. But after like 20 or 30 days, we need to get up and do something. Because if you want to shut yourself down or do things like to not think about this man, you shut down your emotions, and it's not good for you. Because whenever you shut down your emotions, you close your heart. But we need to keep our heart open to love again and again and again. Because as one of the old people said to me, you are young, open your heart, love whoever you want, because you are just young. You can find someone to love and to fall in love with. So it helped me in the past. I hope all the things I told you will help you too. So see you again. Don't forget to subscribe and write comment there. I will be very happy to answer you.